How you guys doing? This is a video to show you guys, and especially my subscribers that have been with me for so long. I mean, some of them are been with me since 2008 and 2009, and I really want to thank every one of them and for being so loyal and everything. And this is a quick video to show you guys. This is my RTX 3070, the gaming overclocked edition, and I ended up grabbing last week an RTX 3080. This is the gaming overclocked edition by Gigabyte. This is not the Eagle. This is the gaming overclocked edition. This one has a TDP up to 370 watts, and it already comes factory overclocked to 18 megahertz. And I was able to instantly put 100 on the core and 1000 in the memory, and it's running very good. And that's my CPU. It's the I9-10900K 5.2 gigahertz 24/7, and my RAM is the G.SKILL 32 gigabyte 4x8. It's the 3200 megahertz, and it's running at 3300 megahertz. I just put 100 megahertz on them, and I've tested them countless times, no issues whatsoever. But if I do go over 133 megahertz, I do get errors, and then I would have to change the timings and everything. So they're CL16s, and I'm happy with the extra boost of 100 megahertz. And I'm gonna put this in my other older system for my son. And just to give you guys, and I'm actually running the CPU at 1.3 volts. Some you might say that's a little high, but you know, anything below that, sometimes it would crash. But it's running nice and cool. I have the CoolerMaster, the 240 millimeter AIO cooling it, and it's running fine. And I do have a 512 Western Digital Black. It's under that GPU. I don't know if you see it. This is the Z590 Gigabyte motherboard, and if you do, you see where that M.2 slot, that is actually it only works if you have an 11 gen. I tried putting so many, it wouldn't work. I guess it's the PCI Express 4 because 11 gen has 20 PCI Express lanes, and then you can put one for M.2 and the PCI Express. So that is connected directly to the CPU. And that is through the motherboard IO and motherboard chipset, the PCI Express, the M.2s. There's two of them down there, and I do have an Intel 1650X wireless card with Bluetooth, because this is not the version, the Z590. There's another one that comes with the Wi-Fi, and this one doesn't have the Wi-Fi. So I ended up putting a PCI Express one, and there it is. You know. I had the 3070 to make you guys laugh, and I had this little modified RTX 3080 to a 3070. I modified the word, and my son will always, oh, that's not a 3080. And I said, okay, I'm gonna buy one so you don't, you know, keep nagging on me or something. So here it is, guys. And overall performance, the 3070, whoever has it, it's a beautiful card. I had 115 on the core and 1050 on the memory, and it ran any game flawlessly at 3440 by 1440. Uncharted 4, everything ran, it never dipped below 60, even everything kind of maxed out. But the 3080 does get around like 20 FPS more, so I was surprised. But this card is massive, so for those who have the NZXT case like this one, I mean, look, it barely, as you can see, it barely fit. I can't even squeeze my finger in there, so it won't go in there. So I was lucky enough to, to make it fit. But this one, you got actually this much clearance. Is about an inch or so, inch and a half of clearance. And actually, I was able once to put another 120 millimeter fan and have some space with the 3070. So they do look the same if you see them, but you gotta, if you want to add, if you want to have intake and exhaust at the same time, for the 240 AIO, that is not going to work if you have an RTX 3080, the Gigabyte version, as far as for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and You know, as for benchmarks, you know, it's about 18-20 FPS more. Most of the games, that's, you know, 22 FPS at the most I've gotten in other games, but it's really it's a nice an upgrade. I kind of like it, and the extra 2 GB of VRAM is okay, and I did end up grabbing it at a good price. This is now the time to buy if you want to upgrade. An RTX 4070 Ti is awesome. For those who might say, why didn't you buy one? I mean, you can grab it for $799 plus taxes, you know, about, like, to say $850, or I don't know where you live. But, you know, I ended up grabbing this one for $500 even, so it was a good price, and I'm happy with that. So, and it's not much of an upgrade, and DLSS 3 is awesome, yes, but for the resolution I have, it's more than enough, you know. I love ultrawide, and I can't go back now that I'm using ultrawide. Yeah. Alrighty, hopefully you enjoyed this. Please subscribe and enjoy. Thank you. Bye-bye.